guys, it's Babypowder, and it is week number 22 of our Sunday mailbox clean out. Last week, transmog just knocked it out of the park, and this week it's going to be kind of interesting because I had another one of those weeks where I was only able to post like 2.5 to 3 days, and actually, or I missed like 2.5 to 3 days of posting, and you know, I also actually missed like 4 days of posting on a lot of my low value transmog tunes. So, it's going to be very interesting to see where they stand or see how bad it might be. Hopefully it's really good still. And also, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you check me out on Twitch. I am streaming now on Twitch, and check out the Discord down below where, you know, you can try to form up groups with other multi-boxers and things like that. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and get into it and see who wins. All right, guys. So first up, as always, it is our Alliance side for the low value transmog, and we got 45 sales at 60, almost 66,000 gold. So transmog starting off pretty well. Let's see what we sold here. Ring of the Underwood for over 3,000 gold. We sold Giant Slayer bracers for over 4,000 gold. Ebonhold legs for over 7,000 gold. Another glorious headpiece for 4,000. Mel combat legs 5,000. Another one for 7,000. Alabaster plate gauntlets for almost 8,000 gold actually. Another one for over 3,000 here. And Seer's padded armor for over 7,000. Tyrant's piece right here for over 4,000. And that's really about all there is as far as things to kind of point out. So we'll go ahead and clear this out and switch over to our horde side and see what they got. All right, guys, so we are on our horde side, and this is the first group, and this is the one that all the potato supply loot for. And we've got 22 sales at 26. I'm getting close to 27,000. So not too bad. Let's see, we sold some Tyrant's gauntlets for over 3,000. Tyrant's belt for over 3,000. Sunscale helmet for over almost 8,000 gold even. Ebonhold girdle for 3,000 gold. And Pattern of the Shadow Weave mask, we sold that for 2,000. So yeah, not bad there. We'll go ahead and add that in, and we'll switch to our last horde group and see how well they did. All right, guys, so we're on our last bank alt for the low value transmog. Then we'll switch over to the high value stuff, and this is the horde tune, the horde group that all the loot's provided by my main tune when I do those 1 hour farms. And we've got 9 sales at 11, almost 12,000 gold. So not horrible, especially when this realm I've struggled the most pretty much on selling transmog. There has been some decent weeks, but really it's been sort of a struggle sometimes. But really the only one to point out is this one for over 9,000 gold, the Hibernal robe. I'm not even sure where I got that one from. But yeah, so 11,765, we'll add that in. And so far, just with the low value transmog stuff, we're over 100,000 at 104,323. So really good starting out for transmog. So let's go ahead and switch over to the high value stuff, and we'll add that in to see exactly what transmog is going to make for this week. All right, guys, so we're back over on the Alliance side, but now we're doing the high value transmog to see what they what they add to everything. And we've got 14 sales at 314,028 gold. Okay, let's see here. We sold Zulian Swirling Shield for over 9,000 gold. Then we sold Vanguard legs for 160,606. I mean, good. That's crazy. Vanguard sabatons, Vanguard gauntlets, both over 6,000 gold, almost 7,000. Let's see, Fist of Thane Craig Tan. I'm not even sure where that comes from. Almost 14,000 gold. Hurricane bow for over 7,000 gold. Blade of the Titans, over 11,000 gold. Some low ones here. Bloodskell gauntlets and potent armor. Alabaster breastplate, over 11,000 gold. Staff of Divine Infusion, 10,000 gold. Blood Razor for almost 10,000 gold. Hope Ender, that comes from the Doomlord Kazakh, which spawns right out there where the Primal Fire Farm is, which if you haven't checked out how to multi-box that, I'll leave that up at the top of the screen. Go check that out. I've actually done a 1 hour farm, and that was my very first 10-hour farm. I'll leave both of those up there so you can check them out. But yeah, 49, almost 50,000 gold, and that's when I've gotten those. It's like, I mean, I did way back in the day. I farmed Doomlord Kazakh and the other one out there in Shadow Moon Valley, but most of these items now are just coming from when I've been out there doing the Primal Fire Farm, and then they spawn and I kill them. But yeah, really good on that. Ember Silk Tunic, 15,000 gold for that, so really good. And of course, like Vanguard, that comes from farms like Silithus, Blackhoof. You can get from there. You can get it from doing the Frostfire Hot Spring farm. You can get it from doing Ice Avatars. I believe you can even get them from doing Jade Mountain. Not 100% on that, but I mean, you should be able to, right? But yeah, definitely good farms. Which you know, I'll leave a link up to Silithus too. So if you want to go check that one out, you probably have your, I would say you probably have the best chances at Silithus because of how many mobs you kill. But yeah, definitely go check out, you know, Primal Fire and check out the Silithus farm. But anyway, guys, 314,000 gold. That's going to really make it hard for any of the other groups to keep up, but we never know. And it's also really shocking too, because I really haven't, you know, did you know, a lot of posting this week. So let's go ahead and switch over to the Horde side and see what their high value tunes might have added to the group. All right, guys, so we are back over on the Horde group, and this is the one from all the potatoes, so the first Horde group. And our high value stuff, we got 5 sales at 66,000 gold, 66,415 to be exact. Definitely not as good, but not bad. Let's see. We sold Lofty Legs for 32,000 gold. Good sale there. Again, another item that drops from Silithus and those other farms I mentioned. The Aboriginal Loincloth. That comes from like Frey's Island and Grey Mist. So we sold one of those for almost 17,000 gold. Trickster's Boots, almost 8,000 gold. And Trickster's Hand Wraps for a little over 9,000 gold. So not bad. We'll add that in, and we'll switch to our last group and see if they add anything to the group. Alright, guys, so we're on our last tune for Transmog, the high value for the last Horde group, to see exactly what they made for the week. Now this group has struggled the most, and we got 0 sales. I was kind of worried about that because I've seen it throughout the week and we weren't having any sales, and you know, yeah, really wasn't able to post much anyway, so I was kind of afraid of this happening. But still, you know, Transmog is really you know, kicked up in high gear this week for as much as I was actually able to post. Like, I think on my low value side, I actually missed 4 days on all the groups. At least on 2 of them I know I did, and on like all my other stuff, I think I missed another like 3 to 2.5 days of posting. So yeah, it's been pretty rough week this week, but still we came out really strong with Transmog. Let's see what Materials does and what Toys and Pets do, and see if they can compete any at all with Transmog this week. Alright, guys, so now we're back on the Alliance side for Materials. And sorry, before we actually get into what we sold on Materials, I forgot to show you guys, because we didn't have any sales for the last Horde tune, what we actually made for Transmog. So let me go ahead and pull up the calculator. I still have it up here. We've made 484,766 gold so far with Transmog. So yeah, really good. Almost 500,000 with Transmog alone. So let's go ahead and see what Materials has. And for our Alliance group, we've got 59 sales. This is the first 50. And we've got 41,297 gold. Now, something, if you haven't been catching my stream on Twitch, which, you know, if you have a chance, you know, you should stop by and check it out. But I've been trying to do a lot more farms on my horde group because, you know, as you notice, I have a lot more sales with materials and everything usually with my alliance group, it seems like. So I feel like it's because I've got a nice stock on my alliance group since that was my first group anyway. So I'm trying to focus a little bit more on the horde side to kind of get them stocked up as well, so they can kind of, you know, be balanced. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at what we sold. We sold some bolt of rune cloth here, 100 stack. Then we sold some of those enchant chests, glorious stats. Sold a couple of them. Oh my god, for over 1,000 gold. They've never been that high. That is awesome. I did not notice that they were that high. I'm really gonna have to be making a lot more of those. Even if I don't go out and do the farms, I'll buy the enchanting mats. I mean, that is insane that they sold for that much. Let's see here. We sold shot armor kit, not that much for that though. Enchant weapon, elemental force. That one's not even close to the glorious stats one though. That's about what they really are normally around, like, you know, anywhere from like 350 to 500 gold a piece, you know, both of these glorious stats and the elemental force. So yeah, really insane that one sold a couple of those for almost 1,200 gold a piece. Let's see, we sold some primal mana, we sold some primal shadow, a lot of that actually. Then we sold some bolts of ember silk cloth, which comes from volatile farms. Enchant weapon, elemental force, a little higher on that one, 464 gold. Hypnotic dust, pretty good value there. Some pyrite ore, again volatile farm there. And some clam meat and stuff, and some more bolts of rune cloth. So yeah, we'll go ahead and clear this out, and we'll check and see what the last 9 sales bring us. Alright guys, so this is our last 9 sales for the alliance group, and it's 3,865 gold. Sold some more bolts of rune cloth, bolt of mage cloth, 20 stacks for those. Clam meat, hypnotic dust, essence of water, sold some of that. Let's see, living essence, and some more bolts of rune cloth. Which, yeah, it's tedious to make the bolts of rune cloth, which, you know, I think all this came from either doing the Silithus farm or doing the Golden Pearl farm. But what I usually do is, since my low value bank alts are all on the same account, and they seem to take longer because they have more of an inventory than all the other accounts. I mean, I post, you know, anywhere from, you know, on 3 accounts to 4 accounts at a time. Really, I get through the toys and pets really fast, so really can't count even posting on those at the same time as the others. But with the you know, transmog and the materials and all that stuff, they do take a little while, but the low value transmog takes the longest, and you know, I'm stuck with still trying to finish posting all that stuff when I'm already finished with all the other groups. So what I do is I usually will hop on my tailor on my other account and go ahead and spin those bolts while I'm, you know, trying to finish out posting, and then I'll just do that each day until I, you know, get them all done basically. But anyway guys, let's go ahead and add that in, and we'll switch over to our horde tunes and see what their materials brought us. Alright guys, so we are back on our potatoes horde bank alt for materials this time, and we've got 14 sales at 28,000 gold. So really that last group's really going to step it up to even make a dent towards what transmog brought us this week. But hey, let's go ahead and take a look at what they sold. Some spider legs from the spider silk farm, some spirits of harmony, because I just did the Isle Thunder farm, so I believe that's where those came from. During stream I did that, so if you have a chance, you know, actually I'll put a link up at the top of the screen, and you can go check out that farm. It's a really good farm. You get lots and lots of loot. I mean, you have to clear your bags a bunch of times. You can probably do that farm in 30 minutes and be good on loot, really. But anyway, let's see. We sold some volatile fire, some eternal shadow. Really good value on the eternal shadow, I believe. Essence of water, some guardian stones. Look, I mean, that is really good value there. So yeah, if you haven't checked that farm out, you know, I'll leave a link up at the top of the screen for that one. Go check that one out. That one can also drop like the high value pieces too. I didn't mention that one, but that one can drop the high value pieces as well. And you get the Guardian Stones, and as far as I know, that's the only place you can get those. Let's see, we sold some of the Fell Cloth, which I just did a video on that not too long ago, and we sold some Primal Mana. So yeah, we'll go ahead and add that in, and we will switch to our last group and see exactly what they made for the week. Alright guys, so we're on our last group for materials, and I mean, they're really going to just have to knock it out the park in order to beat Transmog. I highly doubt it's going to happen, but let's just see where they stand. So, 19 sales at only 15,000 gold. So not even close. I don't even think they're going to break 100,000 this week. But then again, that has a lot to do with my posting. I didn't post as much this week. And yeah, so let's go ahead and take a look. We sold some Elementium ore that comes from volatile farms. Volatile water, we sold a couple stacks of that. Just small stacks of those though. Volatile air, another couple small stacks for those. Let's see, we sold some volatile earth. Thick Murloc scale, 100 or over 1,000 gold. Not bad for that one at least. Volatile fire, sold a small stack of that. Really good value on that one. 18,000 gold for a stack of 20. Some more Fell Cloth, some Pyrite ore, again volatile farm, and some clam meat. So we're going to add that in. As you see, yeah, not even going to break 100,000 this week though, unfortunately. 88,541 gold for the week. So hopefully toys and pets can really do a lot better. That's the thing with materials, you know, I only list so many stacks when I post, and you know, materials, yeah, they sell super fast, but the value's not as big as transmog. So by not posting as much, that's kind of what you can run into, especially if you do have some of those higher value transmog pieces sell. But yeah, I mean, this alone didn't even beat my total value of just the low value transmog stuff. But hopefully next week, you know, it'll be a lot better. We'll see what happens. But anyway, let's go ahead and switch over to toys and pets and see if they can compete with transmog this week. Alright guys, so we are on our line side once again. But this time it's for toys and pets to see, you know, how well they did for the week. Again, I didn't hunt down Alani this week, so that is going to hurt them a little bit. But we had some decent sales last week on them, and they actually did come in second at least. So let's go ahead and take a look at what our first group made. So 8 sales at 117,191 gold. So that's actually really good. I mean, yeah, Transmog really blew it out of the park, and we still got 2 more groups to go on with toys and pets. So they're not finished yet, but still, it's going to be a long stretch with them only making, you know, that much. But that's still really good, especially with not having any of the Alani mounts. Let's see, we sold Sid the Squid for 4,000 gold. That comes from Darkmoon Fair. We sold Disgusting Oozling for 19,000 gold. That, you know, comes from multiple different farms I've actually, you know, covered. Which one is one of those high value transmog farms. So you can get that from the Frostfire Hot Spring farm. And then we sold a Dark Whelpling for over 8,000 gold. Really good there because you get a ton of those when you do that farm. Crimson Whelpling, 18,000 gold. Orb of Deception, 42,000 gold, which again can come from like Silithus, Blackhoof, you know, all those. It can actually even come from the and I believe this one came from doing the Golden Pearl farm, because I got 2 of those when I did the 10-hour farm on that. Bronze Whelpling, sold one of those for over 5,000 gold. Time Lock Box, which is also the Bronze Whelpling, so that's why it's good for, you know, to post both the unlearned version and the learned version. The Bronze Whelpling is the learned version, and the Time Lock Box is the unlearned version, which is what actually drops when you're doing the farm. 7,000 gold on that, and a Noble Garden Bunny for 11,000 gold, which I think I only have 1 left, and that's of course from when the Noble Garden, you know, around Easter time when that's available. So yeah, we'll go ahead and clear this out, switch over to our first horde group, and see what they made with toys and pets. Alright guys, so we are on our first horde group for toys and pets, and 2 sales at only 2,586 gold, and we sold 2 of the Garn Night House. So yeah, those are I actually just got those. I actually did it at the end of one of my streams. I went out there and I went out there, and actually the mob wasn't up, and then I left my tunes out there and logged on the very next day, and it was up and I killed it, and of course got 4 of them because my group is well, I got 5 in total, but I got 4 on this realm and 1 on the other realm. So yeah, it's really good. I mean, you can go out and kill all the WOD rares with taking flight pass, and this mob as well for the Garn Nighthowl mount. And I did a video on that, and I did it within like 13 minutes, almost 14 minutes, something like that. So yeah, you can check that out too if you haven't already. But anyway, that's all we sold. So let's go ahead and add that in, and we'll switch to our last group and see exactly what they made. All right, guys, so we are on our last group, last everything, toys and pets, last horde group. Let's see how they did. It's going to take a lot in order to beat transmog. So we have one sale, a bronze whelpling, and actually it's pretty low for a bronze whelpling, but you get a whole bunch of them, so no big deal. 2,500 gold, so 2,565 gold total, and we'll add that in. As you see, not even going to compare. 122,342 gold, so they did come in second. At least they did make over 100,000 gold. So really, yeah, I didn't post as much as last week. Even though like last week, I still think I missed a day and a half of posting. And when I say half a day, that just means I was able to post sort of like on half of my tunes and just missed out on the other ones, which is mostly the low value transmog tunes and maybe some of the high value transmog tunes as well, and maybe even materials. Like I know, like one of the half days I think I had on this week, I missed some of the material posts. I think I posted on like my alliance side, but didn't post on the others or something like that. But yeah, it's definitely shows when you miss days. Now, of course, with transmog, sometimes you have those really high sellers, which like the Vanguard Lakes really helped us out with that one, with that 160,000 gold it sold for, something like that. It was really high. But yeah, let's go ahead and add everything up, and we'll go to the end of the video where I'll go over everything, the totals, and where we stand and everything. All right, guys, so to conclude the mailbox clean out for week number 22, we got transmog definitely winning at almost 500,000 gold. They had 484,766 gold total. We have toys and pets coming in second at 122,342 gold, and we have materials coming in last at below 100,000 gold at only 88,541 gold. Like I said, I missed a lot more days of posting. It was anywhere between 2.5, 3 to 3 days, and I think some of the low value transmog tunes, it was like 4 days, so it was more than just one. Like that one really bad week, which I was like below 300,000 gold, I'd only missed like 4 days of posting on one of the low value transmog tunes. But still, transmog did amazing, which, I mean, that just shows that some days, transmog might not really sell, and then some days, which I might have just got lucky and sold on the day that somebody was really looking for the transmog, which must have been what happened. And then, but with, materials, definitely materials, not really toys and pets. Toys and pets can be like, if you post on the right day as well. But with like materials, it's more of a consistent thing. You really need to post pretty much like every day in order to get those sales for that stuff, and be posting the materials that are selling really well at the time. Which, if you check out my stream on Twitch, you'll see most times I will stop by the auction house, unless I've already done it before I started streaming, and check the value of all the materials before I actually go out there and start farming. Which I don't try to just do material farms during stream. I'll try to at least do one though, for whichever one's like really good at the time. But anyway, guys, getting back into the clean out, that puts us at a grand total for the week of 695,649 gold, which actually is like over 20,000 more, 20,000 gold more than what we made last week. And we didn't even post as much, but again, those transmog sales really helped this week. Let's see, that puts us, as far as, where everybody stands, as far as who's winning for all 22 weeks. We have transmog winning, of course, because they've, been winning since like the beginning. at 5,222,646 gold for all 22 weeks. We have Toys and Pets coming in second at 2,981,165 gold. So yeah, they've got a ways to go to catch up to transmog. And actually, materials is not far behind, even though they've been behind Toys and Pets for the past 2 weeks at 2,880,273 gold. So they're only about 100,000 gold behind Toys and Pets. So it really would just only take a really good week for materials to catch up to Toys and Pets and probably actually pass them. And maybe, start catching up to transmog. I hope both of them actually do, so it can kind of be, a closer running when we get close to the end, which is the goal is to see which one can hit 10 million gold first. But anyway, guys, as far as all the weeks combined, all the groups combined, where we're standing right now, we've made 11,275,472 gold in all 22 weeks. So really good, I'd like to say. But anyway, guys, hope you liked the video. If you did, go ahead and make sure you hit that thumbs up down below. Also, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you make sure you don't miss another one of my amazing multi-box gold guides and one of these awesome cleanouts that I do. Also, if you haven't already, you can look down below. There's a link to my Twitch stream. You can check me out on Twitch. I usually start streaming at like 9 o'clock at night. And that's where I've been kind of consistent with when I do it. There's a schedule on my actual stream page or Twitch page, so you can go check that out. Also, there's a link to my Discord down below, which you can join the Discord and get notified when I'm streaming, when I make videos and everything like that. And yeah, guys, if there is any farms you'd like for me to possibly multi-box and post a video, go and leave a comment down below. I'll check it out, see if it works, and if it works, I'll post a video. But than that, guys, that's all I have. This is Baby Powder. Peace. I'm out.